So just a few days before Christmas, I'm just doing a quick roundup so I remember things to do. Started putting some plastic trim back on. It was all in a bag. Trying to remember where everything goes. Put it round here. I've lost this bit. I don't know where that's gone. There's a piece here. Got no idea where that goes. We'll work it out. We've got some brake ducts which go on the inside of the bumper cover. And they've all got broken, rusty bolts and U-bolt connectors that all need cutting off. The inside of the bumper's the same. These all need taking off. Angle grinder will be out. This side's the same. And then there's some brackets where they used to fit that are just here, which are practically non-existent now. I'll have to try and make something there. I don't think they're desperate, but it's just to hang the plastic pieces on, stop them wobbling around. When I started the car up last time, I'd not tightened up that connector, so the power steering pipe came off and it sprayed power steering fluid all in there. So that's been dripping down under the car for the last week or so. Needs to get in with a couple of cloths and give it a wipe as much as I can. I've noticed the radiator has got a little bit of a few damp marks on it there. It looks like it's dripping slightly, so that might have to come back off. All that cross member's soaked in the oil I've just said. Yep. Where that goes. Might not even be off this car. Might be an inside flap in the boot. And then speaking of the boot, the tailgate has been fixed, as in the last video. Still got no interior on this side. The clutch is difficult to operate. You can get it in gear, but it slowly engages. You keep your foot on, so I think it's leaking. So rather than prattling around with the master cylinder, we've bought a new one while you can still get hold of them. So I'm going to change that out. But first of all, I think there may be some sticky clutch pedal going on. So if we go under here, there's quite a lot of rusty pieces. Let's get the light right. That's better. Let's drop the phone. All this needs dismantling and cleaning. The same with the brake pedal. The brake pedal seems to return okay, so I don't think it's caused any problems, just needs a bit of lubrication. And then the wiring is some chock blocks from where the immobiliser was taken out, that needs soldering up. Got the door card back on that side with a speaker in it. It's fitting okay. The seal round the windows needs a little bit of heat on it, I think, just to get it back into place. The seats are in. Just need a vac. The sill covers back in, screwed on, a few bits missing there. The inside of this door is waiting for the repair. So on the outside you could see that there's a flap cut in it, and it's also cut through that strengthening member there, which I should better pull that together and put a little bit of a weld on it, just to tack it back together, and then put the door plastic back on. The window works, it goes up and down okay. And here's the crappy door. I've got some of it straightened here, but it's just going to have some paint taken back off it, and then just tack it and fill the gap with some normal body filler. The other thing that's not good is the top of the door. Looks like when it wouldn't open, I tried to get something in it and prise it here because it's bent out slightly. And there's a dint there where something's been put in to jemmy the door to try and, I don't know what they were trying to hope to do, and bust it open. But thinking if I get a long piece of wood in the top of there with the window open and then sort of give it a little bit of that, I might be able to get a bend back in it. But that's something for later. The roof's pretty bad around the sunroof, but that's jammed at the moment. I'm not even going to attempt to open that until next year. And then we'll see how the bodywork and painting goes. There's lots of shitty bits. Yep, and then we're going to need wheels and tyres. The wheels, I've had some 80, 240 and 600 grit paper on them. And they've come up pretty good, apart from inside, which I'm going to have to get a scrubbing brush in there and clean out the inside of the wheels, but the surface has come up all right. And then there's the little wheel trims. Don't know where they've gone. But it's just a plastic cover that goes up. It's going to get painted with some silver. Right, I think that's about all we've got for now. Things are coming on. Oh yeah, the wipers have done new wiper blades. That one needs resetting, it's in the wrong position. So yeah, a few plastic bits, get the cover back on, get the bumper back on, bonnet back on, weld that up, and then just a bit of a tidy.